Hello guys, it's me, Megan Wessels, the FanFic Critic.
And it's Archangel Assassin.
Rest in peace, net dwellers. You will not be missed.
You will not be missed?
Not by me, anyway. That site was more trouble than it was worth.
It definitely seemed that way. You remember you talking to me about it a couple times.
And this is the newer opening.
Very good one. Hey, I'm in it.
Yeah, the last commentary was still with the old opening, but this is the same guy who did that opening. He did a good job. He is working on an opening for the 200th episode. Actually, he's already done with it. He just needs to send me the final version. And it's going to be a long opening. It's going to be like 2 minutes long, but you guys will see why, so please don't complain that it's too long. If you really don't want to watch it, then just fast forward to the actual episode.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you showed that to me a while ago. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Just still waiting on the 200th episode cameo stuff, by the way, guys. Sorry it's going to take a while, but all good things come to those who can wait.
Usually.
Usually, yes. It won't be as long as a wait as episode 120, though. Oh, God, that was ridiculous. And I am very sorry about that, guys. I really am.
You know, you can't rush perfection.
I tried to, and that didn't work. Although, I don't think it'll ever be perfect. Yeah, you know something's up when the episode opens like this. And, my God, Susan, fucking creepy! Jesus Christ!
She couldn't have picked a better shirt to match her creepiness.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Sweetie, oh, I did that on purpose.
I was gonna say, creepy!
I did that on purpose. I did.
Creepy!
That was on purpose.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Yeah, this is not a, yeah, you guys are probably like, hey, this isn't the same from that episode. It's like, yeah, the guy who did my opening, he did a better version of this, where, there's more effects added, and I had that in the dream sequence like a couple episodes afterwards.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll probably be doing a commentary on that episode. I don't think I want to do a commentary on that episode, but I'll do a commentary on the Halloween special.
I could have sworn you had added flashes. Did it not work? No,
this is when I was using the newer editing software. It doesn't have the flash thing like Windows Movie Maker did. So that's why this was kind of badly done. So I apologize, but I still think the emotions got off good. Jeez.
I also like the redone one. That was really neat too.
Yeah, that one was even creepier, like with the music and stuff.
And
Jiminy Cricket, I did a good job making Susan look creepy there.
Oh wow. She definitely has a Ow.
Yep.
It's like, wee, splat.
Yeah. Ow! I was just joking.
You know, it's funny because for most of those facts, especially for a lot of the things with, you know, you doing stuff with you and Susan, I tend to be the camera person for most of it.
Yeah. I just like how Susan kind of like plops in the chair there. The thing is, I had her say the line, I'll be reading today's fanfic again, so that's why I had to cut that out. So that's why it shows Susan walk to the chair, and then the next scene, plop, she's already in it. Jump cut into the chair.
I was here for this one.
Yeah.
I was off to the side.
Yeah, you did the camera work, and then I had you come in later. There's actually a lot of deleted scenes in this episode. Yeah, don't mind, that's Archangel Assassin Soda.
Stuff fizzles.
So we'll be doing another commentary. It won't be on the episode that kind of it'll be on the Halloween special. The episode right before the Halloween special, I kind of did a nod back to this where I had to be that the FanFic Critic had a dream about it, and then Susan's like standing in the doorway watching her. It's like, stop being creepy, Susan.
Susan, stop being creepy. That would just totally derail her as a character.
Yeah.
I mean, she's kind of got a thing for being creepy now.
Yeah, she just pops up in the doorway, and then it's like, oh, are you afraid of me? What gave you that idea?
Gee, I don't know, the fact that you just ninja your way into my doorway when I least expect it, and I look over there expecting not to see anything, and BAM! There you are, staring at me.
Yeah, oh geez, my hair looks awful in this episode. You can tell I didn't shower. Here's the thing, with my hair, it sucks, because my sister's lucky because she can get away with not washing her hair for a couple days and it still looks fine. I don't wash it for one day and bam, it looks like shit. You can tell when it's clean because it's all nice and feathery looking in here. It looks like it's hair gel. I mean, it doesn't look awful, but now that I point it out, you guys are going to be like, oh, she did seriously.
Yeah, I know, right?
like, ugh. My hair takes a while to dry, too, so that's another... I think it works, though, because Susan's hair looks, like, all over the place and all, like, sporadic. So it kind of symbolizes the...
That she's gone blazing mad!
Yes, I've gone blazing mad. So, yeah, this episode had a lot of deleted scenes, and it had a couple of funny bloopers. I'll probably be showing all that stuff. I'm going to do, like, a behind-the-scenes for FanFic Critic after I finally air the 200th episode. So I'll probably show some of the stuff in here.
I find it funny, you know, especially when it comes to cases with, you know, serious things between you and Susan. I'm always there to help you film it.
Yeah, well, yeah, Archangel Assassin here was also obviously involved in the Halloween special, and she was also involved in episode 199. She was Susan's hand, the tapping hand on the critic's shoulder.
That's the thing, but it's good to have somebody who can do that, you know, to help you do that, because it just makes it more realistic, more believable.
Yeah, it's good to see that, you know, the FanFic Critic and Susan do interact with each other. They touch... Well, okay, I shouldn't say that, because... Oh my god, they touch? That means they're having sex. No.
FanFic! Right?
Fucking stalker guy's probably watching this and fapping to it as I speak. This will be a perfect slash. Oh my god, they're the same person. I mean, maybe... I don't know. I mean, if you guys want to slash them together, go right ahead. But still, it's to me, I play both characters, so that's why it's a little odd for me. But
especially that somebody made a good comment on the whole spanking fic. So Meg spanking herself? What?
Oh yeah, that's stupid. I think that spank fic is still up. There was two of them.
Oh,
one of them got removed. The other one that was based off of this episode. We did I don't know if I did a dramatic reading for it, but it was like supposed to take place in this episode. But after Susan like got the critic down with the face pistol, the author had it that the critic was still awake, and that Susan like strips her naked and starts spanking her with a roller.
We didn't do a dramatic reading on it. You had come over to my house and I read it to you.
Yeah, you read it to me, and you did like this dramatic reading with the voices.
It was like literally a dramatic reading. And I read it in such a funny tone.
Oh my god. Part of me was like, I wish I had my camera for that, but it's like, you know what? No, there's no point.
It's such a bad story. It's so dumb.
Oh my god. And
it was awful.
It's like, what the hell? I mean, Susan shot her with a face pistol. Why would she need to spank her? And then, like, the critic gets unconscious from getting spanked. It's like, okay,
like with a metal ruler, no less. And I don't even have one.
No, I don't even have a metal ruler.
How many times I've been over here? I don't think I've ever seen one in your house.
I used to have one for college, but I don't have one now. And even if I did, I think it'd be too floppy to hit someone with. This guy was acting like in the story that it was like this big solid metal thing.
No, those would be the ones from school.
Yeah.
Those ones were crazy.
Oh yeah, we did have, because especially with our shop, because Liz and I, we went to a technical school, and that, like, we had to use, like, metal rulers like that for some of the stuff we would do. I don't think you can really buy metal, well, you might be able to, but they're probably expensive.
Probably somewhere like Staples, Office Max, places like that, you know.
But I digress. That
exactly.
So that fanfic, that person, I don't think.
And this fanfic was really annoying because I remember when I was listening to you read it. I like how they're like so and so, so and so, so and so, and so and so. It's like, why don't you just say this person and company?
Well, this fanfic wasn't bad, though. I even had Susan comment that it wasn't bad, but it wasn't perfect.
Exactly, but I mean, there was so many things in it where it's just like, I'm sitting there doing whatever. I think I was reading some of your hand-drawn comics. I was flipping through some of those, and it's just like, I'm sitting there, it's like, this is the most repetitive thing I've ever heard. Stop saying everybody's names and just say so-and-so and company.
Yeah.
Or so-and-so and the others. Duh!
Yeah. I do have Susan get more dramatic with when she reads fanfics. You know, if I ever permanently killed off the FanFic Critic, I think I would have Susan become the new FanFic Critic.
Oh, God.
I think she would be more entertaining than my version.
Oh, come on. You're entertaining.
Yeah, but I could do so much more with Susan's character. I mean... her character is fun.
They're slowly doing more with her character. I mean, I feel kind of bad that Sequel Critic didn't go the way it should have.
Yeah, I've hinted a little bit that Susan had a really bad family life. Like, I did this Christmas special a couple years back where it was pretty much just a video of, like, the FanFic Critic out of her clothing. Well, okay, she wasn't wearing her outfit. She was just wearing normal clothing, and they were talking about Christmas. And Susan was saying that she hadn't heard from her family. So I've implied in the show that she had a really bad family life, and I think I had her open up to the lesbian Jesus in an episode about that.
I think so.
It was after the Comics Next channel. That was when Susan first freaked out at you, when the Overload freak out. It was that episode because I remember I banged my nose, and when it was showing the scene of Susan, sitting and talking to lesbian Jesus, her nose looked really swollen because I had banged the roof of it on my desk.
Oh, yeah.
That hurt and we had to do that scene twice. That's why the camera kind of jumped a little bit, because we had to refilm it because I had injured myself and I didn't really like how it turned out. I think this is when she was making fun of the FanFic Critic for the okay thing. For me, it's a personal nitpicky thing. I just wish people would use OKAY because that's how it's supposed to be spelled, but people just use the abbreviation.
I know. It has a proper spelling for, actual usage. But
yeah. I think it's just more of me being a nitpicky little twat, but I can't help it. I hate it when I go to the store and I see them purposely spell something wrong as a name. Like there's this cleaning spray called Fantastic and it's spelled with a CK. It's like, that's not how you spell it!
Yeah.
This is why people have bad grammar!
Well, but you gotta think they're trying to find a way to spell it without it being like, hey, fantastic, it's a basic word.
I know, but still, it's just
kind of like how I altered my thing. So now, kind of like how I altered my name. So instead of the silly X's, I have a 3 in my name.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the X's a little bit though, but
I'm not. It made my name too long in general.
Yeah. And now it's not XXX Archangel Assassin X.
Yeah, X Archangel Assassin X.
Yeah, something
it's
like
like
a lot of people like to do the XXX thing. I know.
I don't even understand what with the triple X's. One X doesn't seem too bad, but I didn't like how it looked. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah. But someone else had the Archangel Assassin name. But isn't that account not even being used?
Yeah, I even put in to see if I could find a way to get it, but they're like no. So I'm like, oh whatever, it's worth a shot.
Yeah. Well, okay.
See,
I guess.
But I'm learning to like. I'm growing to like the 3 because people use a lot of numbers for letters in names anyway. So
yeah,
it just sounds a lot better.
It's amazing how squinty-eyed I am as Susan.
I know, right?
It's because I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm nearsighted, so I can see fine when I'm doing these episodes. It's just, I think I still kind of squint so I can see better. I actually need to get new glasses.
That or contacts?
No, I'm not getting contacts. People are like, oh, you look so pretty without the contacts. It's like, I am not. I don't like contacts. I'm sorry.
Or you can get laser surgery.
No, I don't mind glasses. I don't mind them. The only time they're a pain is if you go into like a really cold place and you come out and they're all foggy. That's why. Or when I'm at work and I have to go into the walk-in freezer for something in our restaurant, I just take off my glasses before I go in there so I can actually see when I come out.
That's what I'm sure that was a funny occurring thing whenever you got on a bus.
No.
Really?
My glasses didn't fog up when I got on a bus.
From a cold day?
I think they might have once, but not to that extent. I think one time they did, but...
Oh, well. Anyway, back to the story.
You gotta remember, most of my time in school, I didn't wear glasses. I only got glasses in, like, when the junior year? Sophomore, junior year?
Not sure. I can't remember.
Okay, let's focus back on the episode.
Enough about us. Let's get back to the episode.
I think I did decently with Susan's facial expressions in this one.
I think what matches is her sporadic hair. I mean, look at it, it's just one wisp just floating around. Like, look at it. You can just notice, like.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to trim my bangs.
It's almost like it's free floating.
They're getting to the point where it's like, okay, if I have to tuck them behind my ears at work, and no, I need to cut them again.
Exactly.
I'll probably cut them tomorrow before I go to work. Probably after I get out of the shower.
I didn't mind bangs, but the way I had done mine were just ridiculous.
Well, I mean, the hairstyle's probably getting old, but, people know me for this hairstyle. If I suddenly drastically changed it, it would be odd, so...
Yeah, you go from, like, long hair to, like, freaking short bob cut or something.
Oh, I would never do that.
I am the fifth.
Yeah, I would look like a dude if I did that. I can't pull off short hair. I need to have my hair long.
I can't really pull off short hair either.
Yeah.
I mean, I can have it moderately short, but, I mean, it's got to literally be still pretty long.
Yeah, now this episode was filmed with the handy cam. You can tell because the camera quality is a lot better. It's not
a heck of a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually see the detail in the wood behind me. I mean, not very well because this camera, like, will focus on a main person. Like, it's focused mainly on Susan right here. But if I took her out of the shot and maybe the chair out of the shot, I think it would focus more on the background.
Which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain because sometimes they'll unfocus very briefly. I think I had that happen. I had that happen in Tess Zero's cameo. I did a cameo for Commercial Failures, but it worked out because it was Susan like trying to make sure the thing was on, and it kind of did a zoom out thing when she was going, "Hello, is this thing on?" But I think that worked. That it did that.
Yeah, because as we all know, Susan can't operate a camera very well.
Well, she's gotten better at it.
Yeah, but she's still slightly clueless. I think it's funny. I'm surprised she's not all messed up with all the different cameras you have.
Oh yeah.
She's probably like, oh well, this camera shuts off this way. So next time something happens, I'll be able to turn it off. And then all of a sudden it's like, what the bloody hell is a new camera?
Yeah. I think I had her make a comment about, it was like, oh, this camera is different than her other camera or something like that.
And that's why we don't shoot cameras.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was the dramatic reading.
Oh my gosh, that was great. That was great. It was a pretty funny thing, especially the way I said that. And that's why we don't shoot cameras.
Yeah, and then we were filming with the HD webcam, and that likes to fuck up a lot, so it made our voices in slow motion.
Oh my gosh, that was great.
That was funny.
It definitely made for a funny video, that's for sure.
Yeah. Susan, you could use some chapstick.
And you could use a couple of barrettes.
Yeah, a couple of barrettes, some acne medication. It doesn't even work.
It doesn't even work.
And no, it's not because I work in fast food. I've had this acne problem since I was a kid. I don't even know which side of the family I get it from.
I will say though, it's not that bad. I mean, there are people who have a heck of a lot worse.
Oh yeah, I have it very mildly compared to some people, but you do get the occasional comments. I think some person drew a really nasty picture of me covered in zits. It's like, oh gee, thanks, go fuck yourself.
It's like, you're such a nice person.
Oh, you're so kind. Let's see you show yourself on camera for everyone to see, and then we can make fun of you.
Exactly. It's funny. Oh well.
Aren't people charming?
I will say though, this story is, you know, like I said, grammatically annoying. Like, the sentence structure could have been reworded a little bit. It was a decent story.
Yeah.
It had a good flow to it, but...
Yeah, I mean, it needed some work, but it actually was a pretty good story. I think I went into this story blindly. I just was like, okay.
I just find it convenient that, I mean, as you're watching this video, you're completely aware that FanFic Critic is just on the floor, in the background over there.
Yeah, because I have Susan, like, kind of glance at her a couple times.
Exactly, she's just laying there. Oh, don't worry about that. She's just on the floor. Yeah.
And you can tell that Susan's gotten, like, calmer as the episode's gone on, because at the very beginning she still looked really pissed, but now she's kind of like, eh. And then she kind of goes to
yes, which doesn't make any sense as to, you know, that whole story that someone wrote. Because, oh, I'm all calm now. I'm gonna smack my friend in the butt with a ruler.
No, I don't think she read the fanfic in that story though. I think it was right after she shot her that she decided.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I'm gonna smack my cousin in the butt with a ruler after I shot her like 20 whatever times.
Yeah, that was just dumb because it's like, okay, you already took your anger out by shooting her with the face pistol. Oh, well, that wasn't enough. I'm gonna rip her pants off
and then she's like, then make her come across as bipolar. Like, oh my god, what have I done? Like, seriously?
Yeah, that story. Oh, I hope that story's been taken down, but I don't think it was.
No.
Oh my god.
Not when I last checked. But anyway.
Yeah, I've just been avoiding that profile like
let's
the
just
let's start talking about it. Okay. All right, back to the. Oh, bravo! I like that. Susan can be funny when she's sarcastic. Like, oh, bravo.
Definitely, she's definitely got a great sarcastic wind about her. I mean, I can definitely see her like succeeding into being the fanfic critic.
Yeah, if anything were to happen. I mean, I'd have to test that water, though, because some people might be pissed if I completely got rid of the fanfic critic and had Susan take over. But I think it could work.
I think it could too.
I've been toying with the idea for a while now, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. It might not even be a permanent thing with the FanFic Critic going away. I might have something happen, like she's gone for a few episodes and then she comes back. I don't know yet. I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but we'll see.
Maybe there'll be a... Maybe when, let's say FanFic Critic goes on a vacation and, you know, Susan happens to be on the computer and sees that people want more FanFic Critics, she can do some by herself and be like, they want FanFic Critic, let's give us some.
Yeah, we'll see. So...
And then FanFic Critic comes back and is like, why is there a whole nother, like, bunch of episodes? You did what?
Yeah, well,
why?
We will see. I mean, it's something I've been toying with.
It seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd back it. I'd watch that.
I think we're done with the fanfic itself. Okay, back to the FanFic Critic on the floor.
I thought that was interesting because trying to finagle to try to move the chair without hitting you, and trying to be Susan, especially with how short I am and how relatively long my hair is.
Yeah. No, you still pulled it off. I mean, someone's like, oh, those arms look different. It's like, oh my god, shut up.
Oh my god, she's wearing different pants.
Well, you don't actually see Susan's pants at all, so... Well, actually you do at the very beginning scene, and then the DS is conveniently right there on the bed, and then you show up.
Did you use mine or yours?
I think I used mine, because yours is,
I like I'm just like...
And Susan, oh my god, I just realized Susan looks like she's trying not to smile in this bit.
You're not going to try and shoot me, are you?
Yes, I'm trying not to smile.
I don't look very good in that.
Oh, you look fine.
I kind of have honestly, I look like I've got attitude or something, just like...
Yeah. Oh, you look fine. Yeah, there was originally a scene here where it shows, like it shows me on the ground again, but the thing is, I was flinching when you were slapping me again, so I kept that out. Because the first time it didn't, but when you start hitting someone again, like over and over again in the same spot,
yeah, it starts to hurt.
Yeah, so I was like flinching at that point, so it's like, okay, let's cut that out. Yeah, you don't really see much of Archangel Assassin here, which some people complain about, but I do like how this was set up only because you could just see Susan's face. And I think that was
I think that added more to the effect of it, because I expressed myself in a manner where you can tell, despite the fact that you're looking at the back of my head, that you know that I am yelling at her, and she Susan, reacted in the manner that complimented it very well.
Yeah, because, she's, like, Susan's trying to justify it, and you're
then I'm like, stop trying to justify this. This isn't good. Hello? Are you stupid? You're trying to kill the only actual relative that gives a crap about you?
She wasn't trying to kill her.
I know, but you almost killed a relative that's like the only relative that gives a crap about you.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, like I said before, we're under the impression that Susan's immediate family doesn't give a shit about her, and, the fanfic critic's like the sister she never had.
Exactly. Or like the sister, the friend, the family member that cares that she never had.
Yeah. Right here she looks like, yeah, she looks like she's about to cry right there.
You did very good with that. I will give you that.
Yeah. Did you actually think I was gonna cry?
No, because I know we're acting.
Yeah.
But I mean, just looking back at this, like if I hadn't been there and this was somebody else, I would have thought that you were probably going to cry.
Yeah, that would have added an effect, but it's like, I think I had another, like, Comics Next Channel, the 140th episode, when I did the split screen with, Susan freaking out and the critic trying to comfort her. I don't think I actually cried for that, but I kind of, because I was hiding my face, it looked like I was.
Definitely.
And also, in the first Halloween special, episode 149, I had the critic look like... Oh, no, it was after the Halloween special, but it looked like the critic was crying during the whole music sequence with the R.E.M. song. Too bad I couldn't upload that to YouTube, but YouTube doesn't seem to like R.E.M. for some reason. Now, there was a lot cut out of this episode. Oh, Susan looked at the camera. Breaking the fourth wall!
I know, right? Near.
A few hours later, yeah, I had to cut a lot out of this. I originally had, like, Susan, watching the fanfic critic, and she wakes up and the critic acting freaked out, and then I had her...
It's weird because she's got the frown but she kind of has a it's so funny.
The raised eyebrow, like, you did what?
It's just so funny. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
Weren't we playing with the idea? You're like, hey, let's have lesbian Jesus in the room. Like, let's have her do a really funny frown face. And then you're like, yes, let's do that.
I originally was going to have lesbian Jesus, like, be really pissed off at her, too. But it's like, well, then again, that's kind of out of character for lesbian Jesus, because she is subtle about her feelings.
So just that's why I said, add the frowny face. Add the frowny face.
Yeah.
And then just watching this episode after you had uploaded it.
Yeah.
I was just like, I sat there and laughed and laughed.
Yeah. I mean, I have lesbian Jesus being so laid back acting and just, like, obsessed with them. But I think a lot of it's she's teasing, too, a little
Exactly,
bit.
but, I mean, you gotta think. No wonder she's, it's lesbian Jesus.
Yeah.
Hello. I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah. And even though some people are like, oh, she looks like Susan, I don't think I have. I mean, how I portray her, she doesn't look anything like Susan.
Exactly.
She's her own. It's funny how if you do, like, slightly different stuff, like having your hair all down and not wear glasses, you can look so different.
Exactly. Kind of like how...
Even when the fanfic critic is not wearing her glasses, you can still tell she's the fanfic critic just by the facial expressions and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's all about how you look.
Yeah.
And how you manage to try to pull things off. You can play multiple different characters by just doing different stuff with your hair, adding different props. Wearing different clothing.
And, okay, I did a weird slow-mo thing there. I don't know if I'll do that in the actual episode. Oh, and here's the, bye. Gotta work on my porno. I think I will actually do a comic strip or something, or an April Fool's thing with her doing a porno. Okay, well, that's the end of episode 192 and its commentary. Stay tuned. We're going to do a commentary on the Halloween special, which which does somewhat conclude this storyline in a sense. I was thinking about doing the episode, like, I think it was episode 194 that was, like, a follow-up to this. But it's like, that fanfic itself is kind of boring, and Liz wasn't there for it, so it's like, we'll keep this with, Liz, seeing Liz has been in all 3 episodes that we're going to be doing a commentary on.
Whether or not I was actually reviewing or just background help.
Alright then, you guys have a nice night, and stay tuned for the next commentary.
See ya!
Bye!